My own, and I'm on the way to the Car Dealer Podcast Live. Week's not started brilliantly. I have got about 9 chins.
A bit like a coffin, really. Probably never seen a cow, but...
We're looking for sponsors. Any chance of some sponsorship? No. Any chance of some sponsorship funds from you both guys?
What did he say?
So hello and welcome to the channel. Hope everybody is doing well and fine. Sun's out, which is nice because it's autumn and it's all gone a bit miserable. But I'm on my own and I'm on the way to the Car Dealer Podcast Live. Unfortunately, I'm on my own because Craig's on holiday. Well, actually, he's not on holiday. He got back 5 minutes before I left work. He'd been in Spain, beavering away. He's been putting videos together and doing loads of other things. So shout out to you, Craig. I'm driving to Oxford. It's a 2-hour journey to the podcast live. Going to get to see some motor trade friends and colleagues there. Looking forward to catching up with 67 Degrees, our website provider. Shout out to 67 Degrees. Going to see the team from Dealer Kit. Shout out to Dealer Kit. Going to get to see all the team from Car Dealer Magazine, which is nice. Shout out to Car Dealer Magazine. I think our friends at Logistics will be there. There's going to be representation from the Car Sales Dealer Facebook group and various other people. You'll notice I sound a bit rough. That's because I am. I've got a shocking cold. Nothing was going to stop me making this journey today. So just wanted to give you a bit of a update as to where we're at and what's been happening in the business, in the dealership and on the channel. And then we will get a bit more footage later in the week of what's physically going on site. So you get to see it. We'll get Craig back in the action and it's going to be a nice one. So what's happened so far this week? Well, Monday started. Didn't have a massive weekend. We had an okay weekend. Sales-wise, we came off the back of a massive week. Following that massive week where we did 47 orders, we had a 35 or 36 order week, which is nothing to be sniffed at. Week's not started brilliantly. I think we did 2 on Monday, but then I think we did 6 Tuesday. And what day is it today? It's Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. It's 6 or 7 Tuesday. We'd not sold a car when I'd left the business earlier, but I'm sure we're going to get some deals done.
Come on, mate. Have some faith. We've sold 5 cars.
But going back to Monday, I've decided to buy some more EVs. And can I just quickly say, the way I've positioned the camera is not particularly flattering. It's making me look like I've got about 9 chins. So that's because I have. I have got about 9 chins. If you've been following the channel, you know that I've had a rather large bet to try and lose a load of weight by Christmas Eve. I'm doing terribly, and I'm going away on Bangers for Ben, which I'll come on to in a minute, which is going to equally do nothing positive for my waistline, or more specifically my chin line. But that's that. And just quick shout out to the car I'm in. I'm in a Porsche Cayenne Coupe S 2.9 turbo, I think 440 brake horsepower. Really, really nice looking car. Drives lovely. Is available on the Car Quay website. There'll be a link in the description and a conveniently placed image of the vehicle here. Look at it. What a nice car. What a stunner. It's got pan roof, as I'm sure you can tell. But anyway, so EVs. We got a kind of a not a love-hate relationship with EVs, but if I rewind back to 2019, Craig was really, really into EVs. Craig had actually started guest appearing on an EV podcast. Massive Elon Musk fanboy, or he was at the time. And we decided to start having a play. So we were buying Leafs, Nissan Leafs, and we were doing well with them. We didn't have massive margins in them, but we certainly were selling them fairly quickly, and their prep bills were quite low. We then bought a Model 3 Performance first new car we'd ever bought as a business. Craig encouraged us to do it. Now, there is a picture of the car on the wall in the showroom, which I'm sure we can do some B-roll to show you. What a machine, stunning, sensational beast. So we thought, you know what, we're gonna start doing a few EVs, and then the pandemic happened, and what happened in the pandemic, prices collapsed immediately, and then prices then significantly went up. So if you remember, 2020, 2021, 2022, used cars actually started going up rather than down. And EVs in particular really accelerated in price. It was very difficult during that kind of pandemic era, kind of 2.5, 3 years, to buy EVs at keen enough prices for us to justify buying them. So we really stopped. We really stopped buying EVs. And then I think it might have been a year ago, I lose track of time, as you often do in this industry, because so much is happening constantly. And you're working on a month-to-month basis, and the days roll into weeks, they blur into months, and then the years just seem to fly by. But there was a point where EVs then suddenly started to collapse and became incredible value again. And at that point, we started having a go. So certainly in the last 12 months, we've done very well with Teslas, particularly. Model 3s, again, just represent really good value for money. They seem to have gone up again. It seems to be really difficult to buy Teslas at the minute because, again, if you're in the trade, you may be aware that used car values, certainly in the trade to buy through sales and conventional platforms that we use, have become more expensive. So it's very difficult to buy them. But about 6 or 7 months ago, I managed to procure a batch of ID.4s, which is the Volkswagen kind of Golf-sized electric vehicle. And they were ex-Addison Lee cars. So Addison Lee are like a private hire company in London, in and around London. They used to run Galaxies. You used to see their Galaxies all over the road, certainly if you were in and around the London area. And then obviously they've moved to EVs. So we bought 4 ID.4s.
Was there some ID.3s in there?
Nice, got a few of those coming. So I didn't tell you, I bought some, I bought some EVs.
They were really cheap to buy. My wife had one, she really liked it. And over a period of, I don't know, 3-4 months, we managed to sell them all. Thought about buying some more, and then it seemed that there'd been a load of ID.4s hitting the market. So we bought a couple more, and we seem to have sold them really well. So Monday, I bought 10 ID.4s. Yes, 10 ID.4s.
Sometimes, you know, I honestly feel like I can't have a day off. I've gone away on holiday, I've come back, and he's brought 10 ID.4s. 10. All the same spec, pretty much all the same mileage, all the same condition. They're even all the same colour. 10. Why do we need 10 ID.4s? I mean, they sell all right. I need to go and have a look at one, because do you know what? I've never actually been in one. So I'm not going to criticise till I've looked at them myself. 10. Right, there's an ID.4 here. Let's go and check it out. See what the fuss is all about and whether buying 10 of them was a good move or not. I mean, off the bat, you've got to say they're pretty ugly, aren't they? Pretty ugly, like just a big black box. A bit like a coffin, really. Massive wheel trims. How big are those wheels? Not a lot to look at, I'll be honest. Boot is massive though. Check the boot out. That's a big boot, I'll give it that. Plenty of leg room. They do look quite nice inside actually, don't they? Yeah, bit of Alcantara, bit of leather. Well, I'm not sure it's leather. Probably never seen a cow, but let's get inside to see what they're like. What is all this?
Do you want me to...
Shut up, how do you turn the radio off?
What?
What's wrong with the knob? So it's got a section here, charge your key, or keep it charged, it's quite nice. Cup holders, loads of cup holders, loads of space. USB-C. See what it drives like. How much range have we got? 90%, 276 miles. That's not bad, is it? Oh, bit of a wheel spin there. Don't tell Jamie. Get your safety harness on, Hal. This could be a rough ride. I tell you something. It's dead comfy, this is. So what we got on here? Phone, radio, media, nav, all the stuff you'd expect, really. This is really nice. Howie, have you driven one of these?
Yeah.
What do you think?
They're just all right, aren't they? They just do the job. They're a good car.
Comfy,
Yeah.
lane departure, bit of poke. Do you know what? I mean, I'm not sure buying 10 all in the same colour is a good move, but I'd rather have 10 of these than 10 Land Rovers. Any day of the week.
So if you go on the website, here's one of them, here's another one, here's another one, here's another one. It's just ID.4 crazy. By the time this video goes out, which will be Sunday, today is Wednesday, hopefully there won't be 10 ID.4s on the website anymore. Hopefully we'll have sold some of them. I really hope we have, because again, I've basically trying to corner the ID.4 market locally, and you know, perhaps it was a daft move, but let me just give you an idea what they are. These cars were in the region of 40 to 50,000 pounds new. They've had one fleet owner, yes, Addison Lee, so they will have been maintained properly. Condition-wise, they're normally clean and tidy, won't have really been smoked in, eaten in, or anything like that, any pets or anything like that in it. But value-wise, they are incredible value. We've got them retailing from about £11,000. Now, this is a 3.5-year-old EV, loads of tech. Granted, they've got wheel trims, loads of tech, 320 miles range, they perform well. Is there a better value proposition for an EV buyer in the world at the minute than an ID.4? Well, certainly in the UK. I don't think so. And that's why we tried to buy as many as we could. So, yeah, if you know, we certainly over the last few years, we weren't the biggest EV lovers. I'd actually done a few pieces for the press as a car dealer bemoaning EVs, saying that we're not ready for them, saying that the problems can be quite expensive. But I've become a little bit of a convert. And again, my wife, who's not really into cars, actually really likes driving an EV. She's driving a Range Rover V8 the other day that I'm in. She remarked how slow it felt compared to the EV that she's driving. She's now in an EQC Mercedes EV. So yeah, we've got a load of those. So bought a load of EVs. Took a while to advertise them. Got ChatGPT to help me with the adverts, because I basically had to write 10 identical adverts that I didn't want to look like identical adverts. So if you do look at the adverts, you see that every advert is different. Even though they are all fundamentally exactly the same car, just with slightly varying mileage, all from the same source, all the same spec, all the same options, condition-wise, broadly all identical. So that's what happened Monday. Monday night, did my research as per usual. Tuesday, went to auction. I did a tiny little bit of footage while I was there, which we can just cut in now.
So, decent sale so far. I think I bought 7 or 8 cars. Prices seem to have been a lot more reasonable than last week. Typically bought loads of JLR product. Just waiting for one more to go through, and then I'm gonna get off. But yeah, successful day at the auction. Pleased.
So actually had a successful sale. Managed to buy, I think I managed to buy 9 or 10 cars in total, which was good. And prices weren't as ridiculous as I felt they have been. What probably did help is didn't seem to be a huge amount of buyers on Tuesday at the sale, which was brilliant. And then to complement the vehicles that I'd bought at G3, Will, super buyer Will, he'd managed to get me some out of a couple of other auction sites, Mag, and out of Aston Barclay. Now, there's so much going on at the minute. There always is. It feels like there's always something going on. But if you got to bear in mind, we are going on Bangers for Ben. Now, Bangers for Ben, we've talked about it before. Ben is the motor trade charity helping people who are less fortunate, have fallen on hard times, have got issues, mental issues, psychological problems, family losses. Just it helps people in this trade. So it's quite important to us as an industry to, you know, do our bit and help with Ben. So I finally got the fundraising page up. You'll remember that when we did our 50 and 50 event, we raffled off a car and we were going to give half the money to Ben. That money's gone in today. That money's gone into the pot. But I've spent this morning sending emails out to suppliers, people we use, to see if they're prepared to sponsor us. If anyone is watching the channel and likes it and enjoys it and gets any value out of it, the link will be in the bottom, but I'll put a link, well, Craig will put a link on the screen. And yes, this is my highly rated Auto Trader water bottle. So if you can give generously, please do. Craig's done a magnificent job of building Ecto 1, a Ghostbusters themed car. Now he'll be back in the business Friday, and then basically from Friday until next Friday he's got 1 week to build another banger. This one is going to be the one that myself and Craig are driving. Megan and Howie are both going to be in the Ghostbusters vehicle. They've already got their outfits. It's going to be great. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. So that's what's going to happen later in the week. Got loads of comeback stuff at the minute, which is challenging. And we've still got lots of cars to get out. So globally, I suppose, as you can say it at Car Quay, there's still loads of things that we need to do that we've talked about getting done. Yes, the mezzanine's now been boxed in. Yes, air conditioning and heating's all been installed properly, which is great for the comfort of our customers and our team. But we still need to get the sign sorted, which is my job. Seem to be staying on top of the pitch, which is good. We've caught up with photographs, which is brilliant. Howie's been photographing hundreds of cars, taking thousands of photos. So seems to be a correlation between the more photos we get up, the more cars we sell. So we're just going to keep pushing on with that. I say there's always loads to do. We've got to get uniforms sorted. Car Dealer Awards is coming up in November. I'm going to try and nominate ourselves to get in there and hopefully try and win something. Means a lot to us as a business to get recognition for what we do. Hopefully we can get representation in a couple of the categories this year and hopefully win something. It would be brilliant if we did. Last year, Craig won GM of the Year, which was fantastic, not just for the business, but for him on a personal level, again, for the hard work and effort that he's put into making Car Quay the success that it is.
Please put your hands together for the winner of the Used Car Dealer Principal category for 2024. Yeah, you're all looking at me because you know where this one's going. The winner from Car Quay is Craig.
So, yeah, big week ahead. Again, I'm probably not going to get back tonight till 9 or 10 o'clock. Still got cars to advertise, still got photos to reorder. There's just loads to do. There's always loads to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off. When I get here, I'm going to do a bit of videoing. I'll do a little bit of chat with a few people, which we can put in the video. And then, like I say, we'll show you what else is happening in and around the site as the week goes on. Let's go.
So the podcast has just finished. It's now time to network and try and get some sponsors for Bangers for Ben.
Stupid.
So we've just finished the podcast. It was really interesting. What do you think?
Yeah, it was very interesting.
This is Joel, the big dog at Logistics, legal advice for the motor trade.
Thank you for the introduction.
Top guy. The reason I've brought you outside is because I wanted to ask you a serious question.
I'm worried now.
You're aware of the motor trade charity Ben, which looks after people who are in tough times and have issues. And
My favourite charity.
yeah, support. So next week, Team Car Quay are taking not one but two cars on Bangers for Ben.
No way.
We are, and we're looking for sponsors. And obviously, as customers of yours for a long time, you know,
Understood.
we were wondering whether
Do you remember the cam belt?
we were wondering whether
Do you remember the cam belt? We're not changing the subject. It's relevant.
Okay, so a little story. These guys also go on Bangers for Ben, and was it 2021 or 2022? No,
2019.
2019.
I can't forget it.
We supplied them a Peugeot. How far were we into France?
Half day.
We weren't half a day. About half an hour.
Yeah, we just got off the ferry.
Yeah. And the cam belt snapped.
Breaking news, it's Bangers for Ben, day one. We're barely into France. We've barely even scratched the surface of the trip. I've got some cake on my tap. We've just seen Team Logistics pull into a lay-by. Thought maybe they're putting the roof up, maybe they're getting some snacks out of the boot. Oh no. Cam belt snapped. Game over. They've been blue shelled. Guess who sold them their car?
Yep.
And that was basically the trip over for Team
We'd paid the extra £50 for the inspection, hadn't we?
No. So basically, instead of prepping the car properly and having a cam belt done, they fit a £400 cherry bomb exhaust.
It sounded good.
For about 5 minutes. But anyway, back to what we were talking about earlier. Any chance of some sponsorship?
No.
Okay, signing out.
The other day, and I'm like...
So I'm just here with Automotive Compliance, offering compliance services to the motor industry. Just to let you know, guys, next week I'm going on Bangers for Ben, which is a banger rally in aid of Ben. Brilliant charity, would you agree?
Superb charity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Looking for sponsors. Was obvious. No, we are.
As we are also are running a vehicle, we will match any sponsorship 100% that comes our way.
Can I just say we're loyal customers? We've been customers of yours for years. Loyal customers. Surely,
transport to us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So just to summarise, any chance of some sponsorship funds from you both guys?
What did he say? We will match any sponsorship that comes from Car Quay to Automotive.
Okay, so
100%.
You show us yours and we'll show you ours, type of thing. All right, cool. That looks like there's another probably 20 quid for the fund there. Cheers. Good morning. It's Friday morning. It's cold, but the sun's out. And I just want to look back at the week so far, give you a bit of an update. First of all, most importantly, Craig is back today, which is a massive relief. He's been off for the last 8 or 9 days. Much needed break. In typical Craig fashion, though, he's been grafting, he's been doing stuff, he's been to Spain, he's been working on property out there, editing videos, fitting himself a kitchen. The man don't stop. But yeah, a bit of relief that he's back in today because we've got lots to do. So I'll give you a quick rundown in terms of deals. We've done 18 orders on the week so far, Monday through Thursday. Dunk has been absolutely on it, animal this week. He's done 11 of the deals. I'll just drop on the screen. You can see some selfies with him, or Craig will drop on the screen. But he's sold loads of cars, which is brilliant, which bodes really well because next weekend we're on Bangers for Ben, the charity banger rally in aid of Ben, the motor trade charity. We're going to Scotland. We're doing the NC 500. Myself, Craig, Meg and Howie will be out of the business Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Dunk is running the ship. Now, Dunk only works Monday to Thursdays normally. Next week, he's going to be running the weekend and running the team. We've got to raise some money, some sponsorship money. A few people have already stuck their hands up, said they're going to sponsor us on the trip. Historically, we've raised over £50,000 for Ben this year. Yes, our target online is only £1,000, but we want to try and raise £5,000. The link will be in the description for our fundraising fund. And again, Craig may superimpose the link here. Again, if you've got a quid, give generously if you can. We'll give you a shout out on the trip. If you're a business or a motor dealer, you want some representation on the car, again, just give us a shout and we'll get it sorted.
So I'm not mic'd up, so hopefully you can hear me all right, but I'm back from my my little break. Spain for a few days, which was lovely. Now, usually when I go away and I come back, the day before I get back, the lads are all running around the pitch like madmen, trying to tidy up and make everything neat and tidy. But I do know Jamie's been on them with the pitch, so do you know, I'm not too worried about that. But I just don't know what I'm going to find. More than likely, Jamie will have moved himself into the office, which is fine. However, I probably won't be able to find my desk. It'll be covered in packs, V5s, scraps of paper. The bin will be overflowing. There'll be pots everywhere from his multiple meals each day. Diet meals, obviously. So, I'm assuming the first half hour of today I'll be tidying the office. And then I've got like 2 days to build the second car for Bangers and finish the Ecto-1 because it's not quite finished yet. I just don't know how I'm going to get it done. Again, Jamie's put some shifts in whilst I've been away, so he's going to be off this weekend, deservedly so. So if I don't get anything done at the weekend, that means I've got like Monday, Tuesday. Again, Tuesday, Jamie will be out buying. So I can't see how this is going to come together, but I'll see what happens.
I'm now going home. It's Friday. Craig's going to pump some footage in from the next 2 days, but we thought we'd just film an outro. So I just want to say thanks for watching the latest episode of the Car Quay Experience. If you could like, subscribe, hit the buttons, we'd be greatly appreciative. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Massive week ahead, massive week behind us. It's just massive. It just gets bigger and bigger. Come on, let's go.
You want a mic?
Well, it's the outro, isn't it? We'll come over.
Oh, come on. I don't want to get that close to you though. You're a bit sickly, aren't you?
So thank you for watching this week's Car Lateral Experience. No.
Car Quay Experience.
So thank you for watching. So thank you for watching this week's The Car Quay Experience. If you don't mind liking and subscribing, I'd be really grateful.
There's a lot of noise in the background, sorry. Guys, we're live in here. It's you all. Pipe down, mate.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
God, it's all right. So